careful because if you're doing corto and you're doing this, right? If you're trying to stop this energy, he's still going, right? There's one of those things where we say, when certain conditions start to change, the drill will change, right? So if you're trying to do a drill that's largo, corto, largo, then the strikes have to be precise to accommodate that for the drill, right? When we start doing stuff like this, and then we end up like this, now we have to do something else. Because this means what? What does this look like? I'm in corto range, But if you were to draw from one of the principles in those methods, what can I do from here? Yeah, too much work.
Third hand and place it.
Yeah, what principle is that? Breakout.
Yes.
Right? Breakout. 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 Paso por las. Right? If you wanted to do this arm, you're going to have to do what? You have to do this, right? Kind of a lot more, especially if he's got full power behind it, and he's putting a lot of energy in that. Right? It's a lot harder to do this. Just look. Versus this. Right? It just yeah, less complicated, exactly. I'm saying that this arm is totally invalid. It's just what you got to do, right? What does Grant say, and Tim says all the time. If you're going to do a disarm, what do you need to do first?
Disable in some way.
Yeah, you got to take his senses. He has to not be able to see you no more. His ears need to be ringing because you smacked it, or whatever, right? You take his attention from this. Now you can snake it in and do whatever, right? But you see, I tried to do that to David. To Dave, he's not gonna let me go do that. Yeah, he's gonna slash me in the belly, right? Especially when the energy is really, really fast, right? So, again, just kind of, you think about that when you do your drills, okay? Is it in the right context? Right? We have a whole disarm system, right? Again, it's just kind of, you can't go around and, oh yeah, once I get close, I'm gonna disarm him. Right? Not when he's trying to kill you and he's still awake. Right? You gotta take a few things away from him first before you. Right? That's why Brad Chulon jokes about the disarms. Because this arm is mine. That's what this arm is. This arm is mine. Yeah, he's not gonna. When he's doing a seminar and showing all this stuff and it's all fancy and yeah, that's cool. But really, what he wants to do is get a hold of his hand, chop it off, and then he goes home with it. That's what he's trying to like. His arm is mine. Right? He's not gonna try to strip it off. If he can lop his arm off, why not just disarm that one instead of lop this too. It's not gonna happen, right? Just remember that. If you're too close, you're gonna end up going break in, break out. So you gotta measure and adjust your distance. Again, you're trying to be precise, right? You're controlling the fight. That's how you control it. You control the distance and the speed of